Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls and people of all ages. This is the returning Fia F4 Championship round 1 from Line Rock. This is season 3. If you want to get yourselves involved, you can. Link down in the description below. The Discord's down there and the sign up form link. You can have a look and get yourself involved. A completely free entry, and we will bring you up the schedule very, very shortly. It's going to be an interesting one. They've just come out of 15 minutes of open qualifying, which they're still racing around in currently at the moment. It's Craig Cameron leading the way in, well, he was, until Matthew Richardson has just got there in first place. Craig Cameron in second, Matt Dossett in third, with Sebastian van der Hovel in fourth place currently at the moment. This is qualifying. There's a 15 minutes open qualifying. Then we go into a 35-minute race with a pit stop. Now, the fuel percentage is set to 35%. If we find that it is a little bit too much and they're managing to get to the end because we want to encourage pit stop, we will reduce it down as well. So we've got 17 drivers out on track at this moment in time. Let's bring you up the schedule so you can see where we're heading off to this season. We've got some great tracks coming up. I absolutely love this season as well. So, yeah, it's going to be absolutely amazing. You can see this week opening it up at Line Rock. Then we're off to Donington Park. Oh, that's going to be an exciting one, I can tell you that much. And this is the thing about this season as well. It's very, very mixed up. Okay, it's very, very mixed up of what, where we go in and what we're going to do. Okay, so Donington Park is the full layout that's with the S's, the Melbourne Hairpin and Goddard's as well. We're off to Zandvoort. Then we're going to go to Bathurst for round number 5. Now, believe it or not, round 5 was actually voted for. And that was the fact that we're going to go to Nordschleife. Now, it's just the Nordschleife. It's just 154 corners and Nords. We're not doing the Grand Prix layout. I don't like the Grand Prix layout, so we're not doing the Grand Prix layout. Then in round 6, we're going off to Watkins Glen. That's the full boot circuit. Then we're Thruxton for round 7. And then we're finishing off at Summit Point for the final round of the season. Now, believe it or not, all of these were involved with the guys in the Discord. So they wanted some of these tracks, and this is what we've given them. So there you go. Happy days. Hopefully, they'll all have a great time as much as we will. But it is completely free entry, as I say. If you want to get yourself involved, you can do. Link in Discord down below. But, yeah, you got to admit, Nords, Bathurst, Watkins Glen, Thruxton, come on. I was even tempted to have a drive myself, but I sucked the last time I drove in this championship. So I've allowed the guys just to go out on the racetrack and do their thing, and I'm just going to sit in the booth and do my thing, because clearly this is better for me than it is being out on the racetrack, and probably a lot safer, not going to lie. You know what I mean? It's probably a lot better for them guys that I'm not out there. But Craig Cameron doing an absolute stellar job out in front at the moment. There's a couple of new drivers into the series as well. So you will be able to see some of the new guys that have come in. Craig Cameron, Sebastian van der Hovel, Ivan Chalupka, I hope I don't mess that up. Ross Wheatley is there, Alexander Mickelson, Eduardo Batista, Andrew Kesterton is also there. That's about it. I think that's some of the new ones. All the returning drivers are still returning as well. So you can get yourself involved with 17 of us, 17 of them driving out. So yeah, let's see how they get on. Ivan Chalupka has got some purples on the board in the first sector. Is it going to be over the line? He has gone over the line. 51.362, so no improvements from him currently at the moment. Nobody really setting the world on fire. Stefan Mellis, Mr. I Don't Practice Green, as he's heading into diving turn. The final corner is out on the racetrack at the moment. We're not going to have rain, I can tell you that much. There is no chance of rain. We are going to be topping out nearly 140 just miles an hour there for Stefan Mellis, but there is no rain. Rain this season will be coming at tracks, unfortunately. Look, there might be a hint of rain at Bathurst. There might be a hint of rain at Thruxton. So they're the racetracks that we're likely to see rain at. The rest of the season should be dry. I didn't really want to do rain at Nords because, well, who really wants to race at Nords in the rain? It'll be horrendous. Let's look at it that way. It will be absolutely horrendous. Carl Cookson has just put himself into 14th place. Great job from him. Alexander Mikkelsen. Let's have a look at you, Sunshine, because you're going. I've got a green in sectors 1, yellow in 2. Michael Chioda's got a slowdown. Oh, he's yellow in 3 as well. This is a full sector racetrack now. I'm not quite sure how iRacing splits this up, considering literally you can probably is like a 50-second lap. So they are going to be whizzing around. They are going to be using quite a bit here. Oh, big slide in the background for one of the OGR boys. Mikkelsen goes over the line. Does he make an improvement? 51.626? No, unfortunately not. He does not make an improvement at this moment. So, yeah, still all to play for. Some of these guys still out on the racetrack. You see no movements down at the bottom. Obviously, if you know motor racing, yellow means they're not going fast enough. Purple means they're going fastest overall. And green means they're just doing their fastest sector of, well, their fastest sector, really. Like Jordan Hatfield. There you go. Thank you very much, Jordan. He's got as fastest sector 3. But what's he going to be able to do over sector 4? Don't forget, guys, if you are in YouTube, say hello. We don't bite. And let us know how you're getting on, who you think is going to win. What about Jordan Hatfield? Gets another green in the final bit. Does he move up, though? 51.422. It is an improvement, just not enough to get Steve Webb in front, unfortunately. So, Webby, you survived just a little bit longer there, sir. But yeah, unfortunately for Hadfield there, just didn't quite go fast enough. Craig Cameron, purple in sector 3. This man is an absolute flying machine here. Randy goes, final corner. Oh, he's got to slow down, unfortunately, for Cameron. That's going to cost him. They've got to be careful of that as well. They've got to get that off to make sure that they do be able to carry on. Now, the only, I know some people talk about the chicane at this circuit. This is the only part of the track that we've got the chicane. We do not have that annoying top chicane. We have this one instead. To be fair, both of them are quite annoying, but you know, we've had to put something in to slow the lap times down, because we had the fast right-hander, well, they'll be on like 45 seconds, 40-second laps, and they'll be dizzy by the end of 30 minutes. Let's be real. Craig Cameron's just got his first slow down, so he's going to have to be a bit careful. Matt on board with Matthew Richardson's got a purple in 2, 3 and purple in 1, 2 and 3 were not great. What is he going to get in 4? Not great either. Is it going to be an improvement? 50.906 is not for Richardson. He's going to have to go again. But let's have a look. Oh, slap it. Oh, I was going to say let's have a look at a lap, but he's just gone and made the car slide. So, you know, I'm not quite sure we're going to be on for an absolute flyer. Eduardo Batista has got his fastest middle sector in sector 2. Oh, I don't know why he pulled over. You were going faster. Not sure if he knew he was going fast. Nobody really making improvements. I'm surprised they haven't gone in, got tyres and come back out again. You know, I mean, 3 laps is going to be, all right, let's just call it 3 minutes. So 3 laps is going to be 3 minutes. Then you go back in, get another set of tyres and come back out again. Now, there isn't any restrictions. There isn't any, you know, rules to say that they can't do it. In fact, we've probably got the most relaxed rules in probably any iRacing league. You know, that's basically about it. The rules are not anything difficult, but that is at the end of qualifying. Let's bring you up the grid as soon as it becomes available. Anybody that is in the Discord and you want to get involved, you can do as well. It's completely free. Just join in and have some fun. Race as many races as you want. There is no restrictions and saying like you must do 10. You must, well, you can't do 10 because there's only 8, but you know, you must do 5. There's no restrictions. Come along and have some fun. Now, I know last season I probably did about 3 out of the whole season. But you know, hey, this season I'm just doing me up here in the booth, chatting to myself. Lovely. So there we go. Checker flag is out. Just wait for Stefan Mellis to go over the line. Oh, he has gone over the line already. There you go. What we were waiting for. So let's get to the end of this, and then we'll bring you up the grid. Now, this is an untested overlay on the grid section at this moment in time. So I'm hoping this works correctly as it should. No, it didn't. I knew it wouldn't. Look at the logo in the top left-hand corner. Shocking. Who put that there? So there we go. But Craig Cameron leading the way with Matthew Richardson, Matt Doset, Sebastian van der Hovel, Ivan Chalupka, Ross Wheatley, Michael Chiodi, Steve Webb, Jordan Hadfield, Alexander Mikkelsen. Adrian Hadfield is in 11th with Eduardo Batista further down in 12th place. Then we've got Andrew Kesterton, Carl Cookson, Guy Robertson, Stefan Mellis, and Daniel Soniger. Right, logo. I'll have to write that one down. I knew there was going to be a logo somewhere that was going to go wrong, and I've got a funny feeling it's going to happen on the results as well. So let's see how these guys all get on and see what happens here for this championship. I'm looking forward to this. I think this is going to be one of them where we're going to sit back and go, ooh, sir, and we're going to thoroughly enjoy it. But let's pay attention, waiting for a couple of drivers to get on to the grid, and we'll be able to get this race up and running. I'm going to try and change that grid logo, see if I can do that while I'm here. We are waiting. Let's do that again. Did it come out all right? Near it. All right, we've got one more, or a couple of more drivers to get on. Carl Cookson and Stefan Mellis. Okay. Still Stefan Mellis and Carl Cookson. Hey, the logo's fixed. Look at that. Astonishing. Who gave this man the controls? Right. Come on, gentlemen. What are you doing? There we go. Lights are coming on now. Ladies and gentlemen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Round 1 of the Formula 4 Challenge. Here's the green. Cameron did not get a good start whatsoever. Craig Cameron did not get a good start. He's got to send it in deep into turn number 1, and I hope he doesn't touch Matthew Richardson. But Cameron did not get the greatest start of his life. He really should have lost that lead there. He was slow getting away. Carl Cookson's had a mistake at the back. Stefan Millis has just started from pit lane. We'll have a look and see what Carl got up to very, very shortly. But I can tell you one thing, Cameron, you survived, and you survived by the skin of your teeth. If they're going to stay together, I tell you what, that run through the back straight down through West Bend, Frowndew dive and turn is going to be very, very tight. However, Richardson did not have the optional uphill chicane. He did not have a good one whatsoever and has dropped back to 7/10. He has got Dosit tucked in right behind him. Cookson's had another drama. What is going on with Cookson? All of a sudden, here we go on board with Matt Dosetti. We're right beside him at the moment. Are we going to be able to make this through? It's looking like we might, you know. It is looking like we might. Oh, they're going to touch wheels. It's off the side of the circuit. He's going to lose positions. Chalupka goes through. Van der Hovel goes through. Chiode's tucked in right behind him as well. But boy, oh boy, them two having a little bit of a ding-dong. Webby's got... Oh, Stephen Webb, what did you do? He back on circuit. Him and Andrew Kesterton may have had some drama here. Oh, get out of that view. Don't like that view at all. We do that again, but without that view. Nice. Oh! Webb's on the brakes. Well, he got a meatball for that. That's very bizarre. Oh, it's another spinner. Spinner in front there as well. That's Doset. Oh no, he's overcooked it as well. Oh no, it wasn't him. Yeah, it was. It must have been. Yeah, it is. He's coming down into turn number 1. That was there contact with... Oh no, he was a little bit close there. And around he goes. But at the moment, Cameron is out in front. Richardson isn't too far behind. It's not just a one-man race at the moment. So Richardson and Cameron, they're gonna battle it out. Now, as I say, whether or not we're gonna get this pit stops that we were expecting. Now, I think we should have got the pit stops correct, and I think that's the thing. I think we should have got the pit stop correct, and if we have got it correct, then they will basically be going into the pits, and then literally we'll be filling up with fuel to get to the end of the race, which is something that we're hoping for, and it's something that we're hoping to have, where they will have pit stop. So looking forward to how they get on and whether or not these guys are going to get to the end of this race as well. It was always going to be very close, but we'll have to see and find out what goes on here as well, as Cameron and Richardson continue to battle there. This Hadfield is in his own little mix further down with Ross Wheatley. An interesting battle still kicking in further down. I don't think this is going to be completely finished at this moment in time. I think there's still a lot more action to have. And I think overall, ladies and gentlemen, we could be in for a bit of a dinger, and with a bit of a race on our hands, I think. Hadfield still tucked in there. Cameron and Richardson still there. Wheatley. We've got Jordan Hadfield and Adrian Hadfield. You can see Cameron trying to break the drive. Look how strong this is. Oh, I'll tell you what, if Richardson can stay in behind him, I think we're going to have a very interesting one. Oh, JP working for a change. Yeah, you're not wrong there, Sunshine. Not wrong. But I thought I would do the F4s because I like the F4s. You should come and race in the F4s, Craig. It's not like you do anything else on a Wednesday, is it? You know what I mean? Come and have a race. See your silky skills in an F4. See how you get on. Oh, there's a spinner up front. Oh, there's been a contact. There's been contact going on up front. Eduardo Batista, I think, is the main culprit of that. Oh, he's just overcooked it. Overcooked it, unfortunately, for Batista. Well, Stefan Mellis has not been having a good one at the moment either. He's off the side of the circuit. Running down. Just missed his braking point there, unfortunately for him. A couple of drivers are a lap down. Kesterton's a lap down. Cookson, Eduardo Batista and Steve Webb. I did want to have a look and see what went on with Cookson the second time, because he had a bit of a rough one. Well, that's why I was ringing, funny enough. What's that? You were going to join in? Could have joined in. Cookson's on the right-hand side there. He's going to get run into by the number 50 car. That's Guy Robinson. Unfortunately, runs into the back of him and causes him some drama. You come and jump in the booth with me, Craig. We can have a chat. This is the Hadfield brothers, Adrian and Jordan from Next Generation Racing. These guys continuing to battle. See who's going to come out on top here. Which one will come out on top? Runs a little bit wide there. Matthew Richardson can't close that gap again. Fortunately for him. Still tucked in behind Cameron. Oh, Richardson's on the grass. Keeps his foot in, no. 28 minutes to go. And Matthew Richardson there is working hard. He's working hard. Cameron's just got that all wrong. Cameron's going to put himself under pressure. Richardson's on the inside going into West Bend. Cameron's got no response. Richardson goes through. I don't think this is going to be finished though. Don't literally take it as that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen, because this is going to battle and battle and battle on until the very, very end of this race. Richardson now in behind. Tucked in right behind him at the moment. He's going to have to go again, is Richardson. He's going to have to try and pull away from Cameron. See how he gets on. See what he can do. Whether or not Cameron's going to be able to close this gap up. It's going to be close. It's definitely going to be close here. Over the line he goes. Cameron's still tucked in behind, can't make the move it down either. Robinson and Mellis, they're swapping places, backwards and forwards. Robinson's car is like a walk-in advert. It's like a buy space here car. Chuck on what you like. Yeah, I got my logo on there. It's a bit rude. He's got everything else on there. You just look. There's Apple Podcast down there. There's the Lone Road iRacing podcast, which is what Guy does. You should go and check him out. That was really good. I've been on that a couple of times as well. Should really jump back on actually, because I quite enjoyed that. Having a good old chain wag to him. What else we got on there? Something down on the side pod there as well. Can't quite make that out. But him and Mellis were having a right little ding dong then. Can't make that out. Can't see what that one is. But the leaders are still fighting out. Cameron still in second. Richardson still in first place. 26 minutes to go. Believe it or not, this is at lap 11 we're on now. They're going to be doing a heck of a lot of laps if they've done 11 laps in 9 minutes. They're going to be going round and round and round and round, unfortunately. But it's one of them circuits to say they voted for it. It was on the list, and that's what they've come up with. So yeah, there you go. What more can we ask for on that one? As I say, if you want to get yourselves involved, you can. Matt's coming straight back through the field. He's challenging Ross Wheatley at the moment. Wheatley holding on as they go in through. Well, this is technically on the track map called the optional uphill chicane. Now we're going to the right hand of West Bend. Now it's going to be the drop down into diving turn. Now this is where the action's going to happen, I think. If he's going to get this run, which I believe he's going to have that inside line. Take the inside line. He's literally giving you the inside line. And there he goes, Ross Wheatley there with his Tagger Porsche Red Bull livery machine. And through they go. So great job from Dosick from Wheatley there as well. Robinson has got his own little ding-dong going on. He's got Mellis in behind. He's got Hatfield in there. And he's got himself. It's like a three-car menage a trois happening on the racetrack. Mellis has pulled off. Now, he's been having problems. And I wonder if that's a VR issue. It's going to plummet down the order, but I do wonder if that's a VR issue for Stefan Mellis. Personally, just driving triples makes it so much easier. You don't get the grief at all. Hatfield there, now going alongside Robinson. He's looking up the inside through the right-hander. And Hatfield does make it through. Nice move there from to Jordan Hatfield. He goes through and gets the job done. I'm not quite sure. Is Mellis up and moving yet? Are we moving again? Very, very slowly. Not quite sure why we're so slow, but we are so slow. But Cameron is in there. Still in behind Richardson. He might be playing a game, you know, of just waiting for fuel at the moment. Saving fuel, waiting for the fuel stops and seeing how they go. You can see though, Van der Hobbel's not too far away in the background. Sebastian Van der Hovel. Look at the team name, Clogged Pipes Racing Team. Stunning, absolutely stunning. Cameron's going to go down now as into turn number one, not going to be able to make it through. There's a big puff of smoke. One of them locked up there. I think that might have been Richardson. There's nobody on the racetrack in front of him. But all the while, Van der Hovel was closing in and closing in and closing in bit by bit by bit. And you can see at the moment, he's getting closer. He is slowly. Oh, he's back out to a second, just as I say that. Which just bonk. Oh, they've got it wrong. They've got it wrong. Richardson over the sausage curve. Van der Hovel's going to come through. This is what I mean. He's looking at the inside. Sebastian Van der Hovel gets the job done into second. Cameron there took first, but Richardson just got that all wrong, all on his own. And he went over the sausage curve, got the bounce. Cameron's now gone into pit lane. Richardson's into pit lane. Sebastian Van der Hovel is the leader of this race. Clogged Pipes Racing is definitely clogging up the front there, and he's got the lead going on. Mickelson has carried on. Michael Kio's carried on. Matt Doset has carried on as well. By the way, boys, if anybody's got their name wrong, let me know, because I can guarantee I probably have. But that was a epic pass there. I'm going to try and see if I can find that, because it started when Richardson just got that all a little bit wrong. You can see it, got it wrong, and then he just bounces the sausage curb. Unfortunately for Richardson, not good, not good. I wonder if we can do it in behind him. Just want to see if we can get what happened to Richardson. He just goes in. He's in the front there. He just goes in too hot, gets it wrong, can't get it rotated. Jumps the sausage curb, up the air he goes. And you can see there, Cameron says, thank you very much. And then Sebastian Van der Hovel goes through at the front. He takes both of them with both men peel into the pits. Doset closing up on Chiodi now as they're carrying on their run. It's fourth and fifth here, having a battle. Mellis is in pit lane. Is he in changing, or is he just there after? I swear he's having technical issues at the moment. Chiodi's got Doset coming now. This is going to be a battle for him. Through they go. Up over the hill. That's the thing with that as well. If you don't have that chicane in, they do end up making air, like getting physical air up over the thing, and that wouldn't be good in open wheelers. But this is going to be a move down into turn number 1. Slow down for Cookson on the left-hand side there as well. Here we go. We're going to pick up the run. Going to pick the draft up. We're going to get it going now as well. Down to 2 temps, down to 1 temp, down to 1.5, 1.4. We've made our intentions clear. The door's been left wide open. In fact, Chiode gave us the door. He literally opened it up. He allowed us to come in. We could have made ourselves lunch, stolen his bed and everything. But the fact that Michael just left that door wide open, like wide open, and unfortunately there was no challenge there. Matt just turned around in front and went, "Thank you very much. I'll have some of that, son." And off he goes. So great move from Matt, but very little challenge from Chiode in behind him. So yeah, unfortunately it is what it is on that one. And now we're going to see how they will get on. It's interesting to find out where, because we've got Jordan Hadfield's done something to himself here. Oh, Jordan, what did you... Whoa, Jordan, Jesus. Hold on, what did you do? Coming into the right-hander of 1. Hooks it going into 2. Too quick, trying to get the car broke. Round he goes, spins it back. Let's see. Okay, hold. Spins it off the side of the circuit. Well done, Jordan, for that one. Great rejoin on there. Chiode still trying to stay with Dosset in front. Can't quite get it. It's going to be back out to a second after that chicane. The chicane is very hit or miss on whether or not people can make it or not. Now, the interesting thing is here, Matt Richardson has come out 2.3 seconds behind Craig Cameron, and that's due to the fact that Richardson was stationary for 6.8. Cameron was stationary for 5.5, so there's 1.3 seconds done already. Pit lane time 28.4, 29.7. So that's the 1.3 plus obviously the gap when they both come in together, due to the fact obviously there was that little bit of drama towards the end of the lap. So yeah, unfortunately for Craig Cameron, he's going to escape. But Matt Richardson, you've got to close up on him, sunshine. You've got to try and get past him here if you can. It is only the opening race, and let's not forget that. You know, it's not the end of the world, and I think some people will realise that, and they got to remember that there's always a few more weeks. We've got eight weeks as well, so you know there's plenty of time for these guys to get some points back on them. Let's say we've got Line Rock this week, Donington Park full Grand Prix layout for round number 2, Zandvoort again full Grand Prix layout for 3, Bathurst for round number 4, then we've got Nordschleife for round 5, Watkins Glen for 6, Thruxton for round 7, you've got to love Thruxton, and Summit Point for round 8. So yeah, keep an eye out on that one. Daniel Songa has had a bit of a rough of it at the moment. Oh, around his go. It's the Red Bull livery. Everybody in the Red Bull livery tonight is having dramas. And why and how has Richardson just cleared Cameron? Slow down. Cameron's got to slow down there. Didn't pull over. Now he's going to keep the speed and get going again. So Cameron got himself a slowdown, and that's how Richardson got back through. These are the lead pit runners. Richardson now. Wheatley is the last one who pits in the top 10, in the top 6. To Ross Wheatley, who is a little bit further up the road. The gap to the guys in front currently at the moment from where they are is 24.7 seconds, 28 seconds on the pit lane time. It's going to be close, I think. Going to be very, very close. 17 minutes on the clock. We've still got Guy Robinson who's not pitted. Adrian Hadfield's not pitted. Eva Daniel Songa has not pitted. What else have we got in that? Them Red Bull liveries. We had a couple, didn't we? It's not Carl Cookson. Daniel Songa's got one on. Eduardo Batista's got one on. Steve Webb's still going. Big props for Steve. He is currently 1 lap down. Batista's 3 and Mellis is 4. Both of them still out there running. Batista, he's coming. He's coming. The set is in pit lane now. They do. There's always this standing joke in iRacing, isn't there? Jordan Hadfield's just got a penalty. You're going to have to go in pit lane, and that was from that little bit of contact, I believe. Contact with Batista has just given Hadfield the penalty. He's just hit his instant limits. His stop guide is broken as well. Look at the rear left tyre. He's going to need to get that repaired, is Jordan Hatfield. But Van der Hobel still out in front, 6.4 seconds. The gap to Cameron and Richardson is 24. He really can't afford it to go any less than that. Hatfield's got a meatball. We already knew that one. The tyres were having a good old wobble. But Cameron with Richardson again. Now, from Van der Hobel's point of view, he wants them two guys to fight because he wants them to slow each other down, which will give him enough time to get in pit lane, give him enough time to get back out again, and still be in the front. Now, that's his ideal scenario. But this scenario has got to be that if Cameron and Richardson do scrap, or are they too clever and go, let's not fight, because otherwise we're not going to get him on the pit lane. So all to play for. And Sebastian, well, you've got to look at making a decision here. Where are you going in the background? Stefan Mellis has just cleared Eduardo Batista and the Momentum Racing team. And there he is. Told you it's the Red Bull. Oh, no, he ain't. No, he ain't. Oh, dear. Oh, into turn number 2. Just overcooks it there, unfortunately, for Batista. Right on cue. And unfortunately, does go round. Matthew Richardson still there. Cameron 6.5 seconds back. It's down to... Where is it down to now? Gap to the leader, still 24 seconds. And Richardson, this is the dilemma now, because this man here, I would be looking at going in pit lane. Now I know I've got a big enough gap, I would go in pit lane. Because you want to go and get out in front. Because if you don't, them guys in behind you, they're going to be coming at you quick. And they're going to be very, very fast indeed. And the gap at the moment, I'm going to pull out that gap again. That gap's the most important thing, about 24 seconds. He's losing time every single lap at the moment is Sebastian. So last lap 51.36. Well, what's he going to do this one? 51.22. Richardson 50.99. Cameron 51.16. Steve Webb has had more dramas than an episode of EastEnders tonight. He's gone round again. Oh, into two. Hold well done, Webby. But again, can write his own script for a Monday night TV show, couldn't he? Or Wednesday, or I don't even know if Neighbours are still running. Or EastEnders is still running. Is it still running? Who knows? Chiodi's out of pit lane. Ross Wheatley's out of pit lane. Wheatley's just, well, he's still in pit lane. Hatfield's the last one who's got to pit from NGR, or Next Generation Racing, for Adrian Hatfield. There we go. Sebastian Van der Hobel's in. Now it's going to be, where are these guys going to come out? Oh, there's some drama going up the hill. They've both had some problems there. Not quite sure who that is. I do want to find out who that is on the left-hand side. I wonder if that Daniel Songer. Van der Hobel still in pit lane. He's just on his marks. Richardson's in pit lane again. Craig Cameron's going to go and take the lead, but Richardson's back in pit lane. Is he stopping? Are you stopping? Did he not put enough fuel in the first time? Or has he got a penalty for being a naughty boy? Ooh, Matty Richardson, we'll find out there. Hopefully we'll get to talk to some of these drivers after. But Sebastian Van der Hobel loses that lead to Craig Cameron. We did say it was going to be close. It's 3.3 seconds. That's how close it was for Van der Hobel. I think for him, I would have gone in the next lap. Next lap after they did. Because then you would have known where you were and not at. Do you know what I mean? Adrian Hatfield still here, just on his way out. Pit lane, Steve Webb's on his way out. Jordan Hatfield, I think, used his fast repair and now is sitting there waiting for any further damage to get done. Now, Daniel Songer says he has not pit. Oh, look at the back end of that car. It looks squirt. Whoa. Hello. What are you doing down there, Carl Cookson? And how did you get there? Oh, who's that 25? Xander Mikkelsen. Oh, dear sir. Were you closer than you should have been? I think he might have been, you know. Oh, yep. I think he was. I think he carried too much speed there. And poor old Cookson got a little bit of a love kiss from Mikkelsen. Oh. But Craig Cameron's coming now. Sebastian Van der Hobel's in second. They've got some back markers. That's Hadfield, Adrian Hadfield in front. Sure, Hatfield will make light work of this. Batista's got a penalty. Not quite sure what he's got done. And the Hobble goes through. It's been one of these, very interesting, this one, because it's been a very feely race. Like, they've been trying to sort of like gauge each other. We've got 10 minutes to go, but yeah, it's been very bizarre. Very bizarre indeed. See, there's Sebastian van der Hovel in second place. Everybody's done their pit stops now. Eduardo Batista, that's a penalty. Jordan Hatfield, you're still there. Batista still there as we're coming through again. Luca Tienensen has apparently just got home and his Wi-Fi's dead. So he can't go out. Batista there using his fast repair, I believe, or he's getting rid of his penalty. Jordan Hatfield out of pit lane, still in pit lane as well. Cameron leading the way, the Scotsman. Over Sebastian van der Hovel. Now the weirdest thing for me is that flag comes from, apparently comes from the Vatican City. I don't know if that's right or not, or he's just playing games with iRacing, but apparently he was come from the Vatican City. I never knew that. I mean, don't get me wrong, everybody's allowed to have a country they want to come from, but yeah, a bit weird coming from Vatican City, I think. But we'll find out if Sebastian is really from there. He could do with catching up with Steve Webb and Adrian Hatfield there. The user was a bit of a draft fest. For some reason it's not showing up the correct numbers. Maybe now, hopefully next week we'll get correct numbers on the cars there, as drivers have selected numbers. So I'm sure they will be getting them. But Steve Webb's actually chasing down Daniel Songo in that 66 machine in front of us. And at the moment he's got Adrian Hatfield in front of him, who does not have to move, as Hatfield's actually a lap ahead of him. This is Webby just unlapping himself. Hatfield did not have to get out of the way there. He could have really been a little bit of a chink in the armour. But however, that's Kesterton in the Senna Marlboro, the McLaren Marlboro. Andrew Kesterton there as well. Webb. Oh, big puff of smoke. Big puff of smoke. Stephen Mellis has jumped. Has he jumped back into pit lane? No, he's back out now. Webby's giving Daniel Songo a good old fight here. How's Webby going to do this one though? And where is he going to do it? He's going to do it there. Oh, dangerous place. See Daniel Songo disappear off into our B back end. Webby's overcooked it. He's overcooked it. Over the sausage curb he goes. Sebastian van der Hovel is trying to come through. He's the leader. Steve is the leader. Takes that, not leader, he's second place. What did you do? You've done something down at that chicane. What did you do? Did you move over? Oh, he hit him. Stevie Webb. The naughty boy, you. He hit him as he went past. He wasn't clear. Bang, wheel to wheel. Oh, that's what happened to Daniel. I don't think he's going to be overly impressed by that. But there you go. There is no stewarding. There is no live stewarding. It's the guys to message each other and have their own conversation about what happened. We run like gentlemen, believe it or not. The SR8 does exactly the same thing. We don't have stewarding in that one either. If you've got a problem, you message the geezer and go, hey, oi. Hello, son. You gave me a little bit of a bump. Sorry, mate. My mistake. Didn't see you. Happy days. No worries. Let's not let that happen again. Yep, all good. Tickety-boo. Stewarding just causes problems. It's one of the worst things that ever been brought in. It just causes issues constantly. Does stewarding, and most people do not run it because they don't want to. So yeah, I think that's the way it's going to be. And that's the way we will continue to run these leagues as well. When we did bring in Stewart in, it did just cause one big drama, and it was horrendous. And yeah, can't cope with it. As we look at Alexander Mikkelsen, who's chasing down Ivan Chalupka. Chalupka is in third place. Mikkelsen is in fourth. That is a back marker of Carl Cookson. And Cookson should allow him through. Thank you very much. And through he goes. And he's now free to chase Chalupka, who is 1.3 seconds up the road in third place. We've got 6 minutes to go. We've still got about probably 7 laps here. Don't forget they're doing lap times under a minute. It is going to be a lot of laps. That's 30, we're on lap 34. So nearly 40 laps of Lime Rock that these guys would have done, which is just nuts as well. But on the upside, I think it's a good racing. This second half settled down a little bit. Pit stops didn't really bring people closer together, but at least we know now that they've had to go into pit lane, which was always good. And you know, now we know that works. So we'll be able to look at just keeping that as it is, and for these guys, and allowing them to make sure that they continue to have the pit stops. Weather-wise, one of the things we haven't checked actually, there's no rain. It is 30 degrees centigrade, so the track is very hot. It's about 92 degrees Fahrenheit, I think that is. So yeah, so it's still, the track is very hot, but yeah, some nice racing. Some nice racing from these guys, especially out in front. Craig Cameron, Sebastian van der Hovel. Mikkelsen cannot get near Chalupka. That's the problem. There is Mikkelsen. There is Chalupka going down now. Through, coming into the chicane. Mikkelsen, who have you got in? You haven't got anybody behind you. He's just now got to make sure that he can try and get as close as he can. 1.4. He'll pick the draft up round about 8 tenths to a second, give or take, realistically. So if he can get it down that much, he might have an opportunity. Where is our leader? He's just gone round. 4.5 minutes to go. A minute a lap. We're going to have 5 laps left here. 51.24, 51.2. Mikkelsen got 2 tenths on Chalupka at the timeout. Got 2 tenths on him there. Great racing. Mikkelsen's on a bit of a charge. Is this where he's going to have his moment? And can he get Chalupka before the end of the 4 laps? This is, don't forget, it's going to be for 3rd place. Going to be one of the chases, I think, that these guys are going to have to contend with. But 3.5 minutes to go. Alexander Mikkelsen, 1.3 seconds back behind Chalupka. Is Chalupka going to be able to hang on to that 3rd place? Only time will tell. Only time will tell. I don't know the answer. Literally, I do not know the answer either, so we're going to find out very shortly. Don't forget, we've got more racing coming up this week as well. We've got the Radical Race Series on tomorrow night. That goes off at 9 o'clock. The Virtual Circuit Racing return for their MX-5s on iRacing. And Saturday, we're on a break. Doug Ashton's new season comes back on Sunday with Tanzo's GR86, Sunday night, 8:15 with the IGP at 9:20 as per normal. So new races coming up for you here at the same time. The SR8's new season will be looking to get started. I'll be tying up with John McHutchinson very shortly, so come and check that out if you want to get yourself involved in that one. There will be an entry fee on that one because that is that's a paid entry. You do get trophies at the end of it, where this is just a bit of fun. Might look at giving out an iRacing voucher to the winner at the end of this as well. The thing is, if we can keep the amount of sign, we've had 24 signed up. If we can keep the sign-ups at that, we might be able to split the field up into pro and arms. I think that might be a way to go, because if you look down from 1 to 8, like, then there's quite a big gap back from the guys that are in behind him. I think 1 to 8 would be a fair swap in pros, and then you get the guys in behind that. I think that could be the way to go. I think that could be the way to go. Cameron coming over the line. Is he going to hit it on 2 minutes? Oh, he did. 2:02. There's going to be this one and one more to go here. This one and one more. At the moment, Craig Cameron is doing a fine job out in front. He's stuck behind somebody though. Guy Robertson, like the walking advert board of, he's like that Chick Hicks of the F4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's like logos everywhere. Just logo show. Buy space. My space here. Oh, that was, if anybody remembers George Gonzaga from the Radicals. Insert name E-Racing team, they're called now. They're actually a racing squad. Yeah, so he used to have insert name here on his car, trying to sell space. And now he's a fully fledged team. They're an iRacing team. There's some good drivers in there as well. So, yeah, fair play to them. But that one, Mikkelsen has got Chalupka. And we're going to have one. Oh God, we've still got one and one more with 41 laps. I think Craig Cameron, you could probably have slowed down just a little bit, mate. You could have made that the final lap. But Chalupka's going to have to defend for his life now. He's going to have to defend for his life. Through the right-hander. And keep an eye on that time at the top left-hand corner, because if that goes to checkered flag, these guys aren't going to have this extra lap. But I think for Chalupka's point of view, he needs to be staying with that Adrian Hadfield. He needs Hadfield to tow him along. Cameron's going pit lane. Cameron's going pit lane. I think the leader's run out of fuel. I think he's run out of fuel. Van der Heuvel's taking the lead in the race. Did he put enough? He didn't put. Did he put enough in? He didn't put enough fuel in. He didn't put enough fuel in. Sebastian Van der Heuvel takes the lead of the race. Oh, Craig Cameron. No. No. Mikkelsen just got Chalupka down into race turn number one as well. I wrote the lead and I wrote the finishing things down, and it's all just gone wrong. Craig Cameron did not put enough fuel in. That's going to leave Sebastian Van der Heuvel to take the win. Mikkelsen and Chalupka are still going to battle for that second place, but Seb Van Heuvel, oh, dude, comes over the line. He's going to wrap this up. Winner, winner, chicken dinner for the man that was in third for pretty much most of this race. Goes over the line. Sebastian Van der Heuvel takes the win. Mikkelsen's going to hang on to second as he's quite a long way down. He's going to get that second place as well. Alexander Mikkelsen. And then in third is Ivan Chalupka. Oh no, Matthew Richardson, Craig Cameron. Cameron comes over the line in fifth. Oh no. Mikkelsen grabs it in second place, and Ivan Chalupka gets third. A few more coming over the line as well. We've got Andrew Kesterton still got to come over the line as well. Ivan Chalupka. There you go. Guy Robinson is another one that's going to finish in, well, he's in front of Kesterton. Over the line he goes. That is everybody finished from race number one. Let's bring you up the results. Now, is this logo going to be in the right place? No, didn't think it would be. Sebastian Van der Heuvel takes the win. Alexander Mikkelsen in second with Ivan Chalupka in third. Then it was Matt Dossett in fourth. Craig Cameron fifth. Michael Chiodi in sixth. Ross Wheatley goes over the line in seventh. Then Matthew Richardson in eighth. Guy Robinson in ninth. Adrian Hadfield in 10th. Andrew Kesterton in 11th with Steve Webb in 12th. Cole Cookson 13th. Daniel Songa in 14th. Eduardo Batista comes over the line in 15th with Stefan Mellis 16th. And Jordan Hadfield there in behind that. But I don't really, we kind of unexpectedly got a race right at the end that we wasn't expecting, due to the fact that these guys got their fuel wrong. Got their absolute fuel wrong. And there were some people diving back into pit lane. Let me see if I can get a hold of, let's see if I can drop Richardson in there and see if I can have a quick chat with Matthew Richardson, find out what happened to Matt on this race. Matt, what happened?
Well, the beginning was going pretty well, I think. I mean, got a decent start, then stayed behind. Who was it? Craig, was it?
Yeah, Craig Cameron.
Stayed behind him. But then it just sort of messed up that chicane a bit. Got ran into the back of by Craig, and then went over the massive sausage curb, which then gave me damage. So I then had to pit early. I then was doing laps around, could have recovered it, but then a back marker, who I won't name, but went wide at the chicane, then cut right across the front of me and damaged my front wing. So that's the reason for the second pit. And yeah, that was sort of it.
Did you enjoy
But, yeah,
yourself?
first race, I mean, yeah, I guess it was pretty good. The racing at the beginning I enjoyed. It was nice. It was close. I want to apologise to Matt for that slight, I think, tap at turn 1, which lost him a few positions. But yeah, I
Well,
think it was pretty decent overall.
yeah, I think you tried to turn the car into a flying machine at one point. You launched over the sausage curb like an absolute banshee there, son. So, you know, but all in all, I think looking forward to it. Any tracks that's going to get you excited this season?
I think Bathurst is going to be pretty good.
Oh,
I
and that
enjoy
could be
track.
raining as well.
Yeah, seems to be decent around that track. I'll see how it is in the rain, but what other tracks? I think maybe Nordschleife. That could be pretty fun.
Yeah, I think North is going to be interesting. I think
Yeah.
North is definitely going to be interesting. All right, buddy. Well done for finishing. Well, at least you finished in 8th, I suppose. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go, bud?
No shout outs tonight. No shout outs tonight, but yeah, thank you very much.
No worries, buddy. You take care.
Bye.
Who else should we have a chat with? Well, I was going to have I was waiting for Eduardo Batista, but he's kind of gone now, so we'll leave it there as well. So, yeah, great racing from all of these guys. Don't forget to join us next week here on the JBB YouTube channel. We're going to head to Donington Park, where we've got more drivers coming in as well. 24 signed up. Should be an exciting one there at the same time. Do you know what? I'm going to grab somebody in a minute. I'm going to see if I can have a chat with this man. He had more dramas than an episode of EastEnders, did he, this evening? Stevie Webb, what happened out there, son? It looked a bit rough.
It was rough. I mean, I got clattered at the start. Wheel damage. I was going for the pits. Tried to let everybody know that I was going to the pits, and then I got rammed from behind. And then it's just like trying to make your way through one or two further spins, and then going through the chicane. Yeah, it was a little bit close, and I think I touched somebody through there.
Yeah, you did. But you took out Daniel Songa. Naughty boy.
Oh dear. I did apologise, and you know, I don't race that way, but it's just one of them difficult races. I think, you know, you get them from time to time, but we can only move on and move forward, hopefully.
Hopefully, this season's going to be interesting, isn't it? There's a lot of tracks that people aren't going to necessarily sit back and think it's going to go well. Bathurst in the rain definitely is not going to go well for some, is it?
No, it's not. It's not. And if you've seen my driving in a GT3 in the wet, it's not very much better in one of these in the wet either. So it's going to be really interesting. But it's good fun. Really enjoy the guys that I'm racing with. But there's just one or two people that have just got to be slightly more aware, I think.
That's the first round. Steve,
yeah.
you know, if it was round 5 and this was still happening, then yeah, you know, I'd put a little announcement out and be like, oi, behave yourself. But round number 1, and we got a mixture of different people come in.
Of course,
I'm not that worried.
No, I'm not at all. And I was talking to the boys in the chat, and you know, I did say exactly what you said. It's the first round. Everybody's a little bit trying to find the feet, etc., etc. And I'm sure it will improve. I'm really sure it will. But still, good racing. I came back from 17th to 12th. So, yeah, can't really complain too much. And some of it was my own fault.
It definitely was there, Stevie Webb. Anyone you want to shout out about before we let you go?
Yeah, I just want to give everybody in the league and yourself a big shout out. And I don't know what happened to Matthew, one of my teammates, but I'm sure he'll get back up there at some point. So.
That was he had a back marker drama. So,
yeah,
you know, we'll see how it goes on. But anyway, take care, buddy, and I'll catch up with you soon.
Thank you. Cheers. Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye. Dude Rock TV, you're somebody in the race, and I can't remember who you are. Who are you? 4th. Matt Dosset. Well done, son. I climbed up back from nearly last to 4th. You did. You did there as well. Well done, you. Good lad. Right. Don't forget to join us over this week as we've got more races coming up. Radical Race Series with their SR8s, SR10s, Virtual Circuit Racing MX5s, Jack Ashton over the weekend, GR86s and IGPs. So come and have some fun with us this week. But all in all, that's it from me up here in the booth. Join us for round 2 next week as we head to Donington Park. And as always, take care. Have a great week. And you never know, might see you on the track sometime. Good night.